Here we have the all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Now this one is the top of the line, black label with all-wheel drive. Comes in chroma caviar dark gray metallic. And then we have the redwood Venetian leather. And I mean, this thing just looks beautiful in person. But powertrain consists of a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, made it to an 8-speed automatic. But just the new front end, the new interior, just everything is so beautiful. Coming around this front end here, LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights. We also have an illuminated badge there. The lights don't flash like that. That's how my camera's picking it up. It's just all one light bar there, but it does look cool how the LEDs show up through the lens here. But I mean, just a beautiful specimen of a vehicle. Typical Lincoln, I think. Now, I do love these wheels. These are 22-inch aluminum. They look fantastic. We do get passive keyless entry, and this is where the door handle is now, so very neat. You just pull right there. And then we have our power door lock controls, memory seat controls. We get one-touch automatic up and down windows on all 4 doors. And then our electronic child lock and rear window lock is there. Power folding side mirrors with blind spot monitors. Then the power mirror controls are there. We can adjust using that dial. We do get the Revel Ultima sound system. Sounds fantastic. And there's the actual door handle there from the inside. Now to open the hood, you just pull here twice. We'll check that out here in a moment. Headlamp controls are there. We do have a power lift gate. We can control that from there. And then a power tilt and telescoping steering wheel as well. But there's the power driver's seat. We have 4-way power lumbar support. And we also have our thigh support as well. We can do either side. So very adjustable seat there. I'm sure we have massage function as well. We'll check that out here in a minute. Love this interior. It looks so great. I think we have like a suede insert or microfiber there, and then leather on the outboard there, but it looks so good. Love this redwood. But a big shout out to Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Nautilus today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you all can see that, just a quick look at the window sticker. You can pause anywhere you need to. Hopefully everything's showing up. But most importantly, that sticker price is $77,645. So that includes this caviar dark gray, which is a $2,000 option. But I mean, it shines like crazy. It looks fantastic. Now I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So we're gonna check out this rear seat room. And super impressive here. One of the reasons there's so much space back here is because this seat up here is so adjustable and doesn't take up as much space as it should, but I have it in my perfect seating position. And just look at that front. And we're gonna get to the screens and whatnot after a while, but I mean, my goodness, just a beautiful interior. And there is our power sunshade. That's with it retracted up, and we're gonna retract it and go ahead and check out the sunroof. But seat back pockets are on both sides. And something that's really neat is that we have the USB-C charge ports in the back of the seat here. Very smart to put that there. And it's also nice to have it up top here as opposed to having it stick out where my knees would be. Not that they're even close, but still, I'm just very impressed by this so far. Now we do get 3-stage heated outboard seats for the back. Rear AC vents are there, and there's a 110-volt 3-prong plug-in way down in there. The middle seat, fold this down. We have bottle holders there, and then a nice storage pocket there if you want to put your bracelet or something. Very impressed. It is a black label, so I shouldn't be that impressed, but still, Lincoln just does a phenomenal job making these black labels just something. And this here, I don't know if that's just, I don't know what that is, but when the window goes down, I can't really see it. It's kind of like a Rolls Royce effect, I guess. Having the stars in the side of the seat or something, or the side of the door, because then it turns white when the light's exposed to it. So that is, yeah, that's something. Just don't want to slam the doors on it. It's just it's such a remarkable vehicle. It really is. Again, Lincoln's black labels are just cream of the crop. One of the most luxurious vehicles you can get, no matter what vehicle it is. But there's a look at the back end there. LED tail lamps, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the trunk while that's coming up. There's the exhaust system down there. And tons of space behind the second row. I'm very impressed. And we can also power release either side there. And then 12 volt there. We have hangers on either side. And this does have the all-weather floor mats. So let's see what's underneath here. Ooh, a spare tire. And that's an 18-inch if you're curious. So not a full size, but I wouldn't expect a full size 22-inch spare tire anyway. But I'm gonna come around to the rear passenger side. Actually, if you're interested, this is 86% Chinese, 13% US Canadian. No wonder it looks so fancy. I really feel like Lincoln was going after Genesis with this. Top tethers are right there, but you just snap it back into place very easily. This reminds me, my granny had a Lincoln. It was like a 92 or something, like a Mark 7, whatever that was. But this just having the Lincoln emblems throughout kind of gives me that vibe there. But I mean, look at that space between that seat and the one up front. And I'll show you, again, I'm 6'3". I still have all this space here. It's just incredible what they did here with the interior. Glove compartment there. Trim here that feels like real wood. Very impressive. I really want one of these right now. Actually, let me show you the adjustability. You get that same adjustability for the driver's side here. As I come around to the front end, once again, quick look in the engine bay there. And I love just how it took no effort. The thud of the hood was even just, this is just such an awesome machine so far. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So we get an all new steering wheel here. Kind of Mercedes-Benz-esque in my opinion. Let's hear this horn. So good sound there. Now over here to the radio, we do get this, I believe it's an 11-inch center stack here. Of course, we get AM, FM, XM radio, Bluetooth audio, and then we have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility there. We have our vehicle settings here, so we can go into our drive modes and go through all of those. There are several. Turn this fan speed down. So I'm just turning the whole system off. Now this might be difficult. I guess I'll show the AC controls while I'm here. So unfortunately, for those of you that liked having buttons, those are gone. Everything's in the touchscreen now. Fan direction can be chosen there. We can power the whole system on or off. We have the auto mode there. I do like that we can adjust the fan speed throughout and actually turn the system off without going in the actual climate control settings all the way. And then we get 3-stage heated cool front seats. Heated steering wheel toggle is there. But honestly, it's not that bad of a system. It's just, there's so much that they put in this screen here, and it's just, again, there's just so much. But we have the Google Maps system here. So of course you need a subscription for that. I guess everybody's going to that. I like that we have YouTube here if you want to do that. Now this controls all this up here. So we can customize the display. If you want to see tire pressure, the trip meter, whatever, I can switch this between what's up there and then it'll go there, and then I can put it back if I want to. So very, very sophisticated, and the graphics are incredible. Hopefully all that shows up, just the brightness. But yeah, just a really neat screen here. I could go in this all day, but I'd probably get lost. So there is that. Backup cameras up here, and then you have that bird's eye view right there, and then your sensors and whatnot are in here. So interesting, you can hit this and then you'll kind of get a close-up of what's on either side there. So just an interesting system. Looks like we can add something over here if we want to, or we hit that and then it zooms in, I guess. So yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do on the fly, but it's very cool. And again, I love this screen here, and I'll get up here in a minute. But shifters all push button like the outgoing models, just park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then we have the limiter there. And then I believe we do not have paddle shifters here, so I don't know how you could manually shift. Might figure that out later. But your defroster is there at the push of a button. Hit that camera, and that pulls up your front camera, push of a button. And then you can hit this to pull up your drive modes at the push of a button as well. And that'll pull all that up if you don't want to go through the actual screen. And then we have our parking assistance there. Weird that the hazards are there. Auto stop toggles here. Love this. They had to have taken this directly from Genesis, just this knob here. But you can adjust and then click it to mute the audio. Wireless charging pad, USB-C, USB-A port there. 2 bottle holders. And then center console cubby space, 2 USB-C charge ports, a 12 volt. And then we have the auto air refresh. I guess that's part of the ion system or whatever. I guess that's, I don't know how you actually activate that. I'm sure it's somewhere in the screen, but I thought that was a button, so I tried to push it, but it's not. But let's go ahead and push this roof back. I love the headline. It's like a microfiber suede, something like that. You have to hit it twice to get it all the way back, and then you can vent or slide it. I'm gonna show you how far back it goes. So that's one touch there. And that's the second touch. It almost gets it all the way back, but that's pretty impressive how much space you get. Sunglasses holder there. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. And then the garage door transmitter's right here. Let's look at this vanity mirror. Very nice, of course, and that is bright. I like that a lot. Now back to the steering wheel. Blinkers are here. High beam toggle is there. We can flash there. And then we do have automatic wipers, of course, one time, intermittent, or off, intermittent, low, high. And then we can adjust the sensitivity of that auto wiper there. And then we have a rear wiper here, intermittent on, off. Push back for that rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And then over here, this is what's interesting. If you can see that screen, what's in front of you is pretty much adjusted by what's here. So when I click this here, what's on the screen goes back and forth. And then this is like a thumb, it's like a computer mouse. So I don't know what they were thinking with this. It doesn't necessarily bother me, but it is a little finicky. So I guess you just click down there when you're in these corner settings. We'll see when we go on the test drive what else this does. I'm sure I'm missing something. But again, this is something that is very, okay, so when I do this, it pulls up the audio controls, and I guess I can click there, turn the audio up or down, and then go through the presets, voice recognition, and all that. So, okay, it does make sense. So you don't get an actual view here because I guess this changes depending on what you do up there. But that adaptive cruise button is always there because that's always what that does. And then within that, I can turn the lane keeping system on or off. So, okay, push button start, key fob with remote start. And next it's time to take this 2024 Lincoln Nautilus Black Label out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Lincoln Nautilus, absolutely love the interior. And the powertrain it's decent too. You still get that same 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. So you don't have any big changes there. And even with this Black Label, it's not like you get the twin turbo V6 that you get in the Aviators, but it's still potent as it is. The ST line Edge has the same powertrain. The older body style Nautilus has the same powertrain. So here, no different. Like having the all-wheel drive system, but where this really shines in terms of just driving this around is just this new interior. It's like night and day. Love the new steering wheel. And with these screens here, like this part reminds me of the Escape, just how you have the screen, everything that you need to touch is down there, easy to get to, looks good, even though it can be a bit much, but the screens are just so elegant. That's really the best way to put it. They're not like a Tesla screen where you feel like you have just a giant computer screen looking at you. This feels like the future. That's just the best way to describe it. It's very impressive. It's nice that you're able to hit this button here and and kind of decide what you want to see as opposed to something else. Or if you just want to go calm, you can do that. And then there's nothing there. It's just, it's very, very nice. It's the best way to put it. Now the lane centering system's pretty good. I don't know if this is actual lane centering or if it is a lane keeping system, but so far it's keeping me in the lines with no issue. And then I can throw on the adaptive cruise, and then I should have full on semi-autonomous driving there. Not like an actual system, but just as a driver aid system, lane centering, adaptive cruise control, so you can kind of let the vehicle do most of the work. Now for this to be a Nautilus, I will say I feel like I'm in a top of the line Aviator right now, just from an interior perspective. It just, again, this is, I can't say enough about this interior. The seats feel fantastic. The steering wheel feels and looks great. Just the overall, again, the presence that you have in this vehicle, you feel like you're driving something that at least could pull $78,000. Gonna give myself a little space here. Here we go. So I'm not gonna put my foot all the way to the floor, but just give it a little pull. Pretty impressive there. And then we're gonna make sure this cruise is set. I will say this is very, very weird using the screen right here. It kind of keeps your attention in front of you, but it's also, especially how the steering wheel is placed, kind of hard to see. But I mean, the system itself is very nice. But I think for the money, it is expensive, but it's a black label Lincoln, so you can't go wrong there. Love everything about this new Nautilus. It's 9.5 out of 10, and the only thing that's really bringing it down is that it is expensive, but just a fantastic vehicle. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus Black Label.